technology, and what these two do to create jobs in Africa. I'm just glad that His Excellency Ambassador Chandra is here with us. As Prof. said yesterday that technology is moving at such a fast pace that we might not keep up. Every 3 years, 4 years, there's a new something coming. But we do seem to be lagging behind as Africa. We have been doing a lot of talking on this. We have been saying a lot, this is what needs to be done. Every African knows where the problem is. Every African knows what needs to be done. But somehow, we seem to be waiting for someone from somewhere to come and do something about our situation. The reason why I'm glad that we do have representation here is at least we now need to stop talking and walk the talk. Because this is the time where Africa needs to step up. We need to work as a cohesive wall. We do have private sector that's left behind by the decision makers. We need a political willpower to help us in doing all this. We need all the abbreviated organizations in Africa to work together. So the message, Brand Africa, Made in Africa, needs to be sent out there. And what we're talking about is we now need to walk the talk. We've done a lot of talking already. So talking of technology, the technology that we're focusing on in Africa is technology that's being made by other people from other continents to solve African solutions. There was a time that I needed a certain machinery from Zimbabwe, and I was told I could only get it from South Africa. So I flew from Africa to purchase a Chinese machinery. That didn't work anyway. So this is why I'm saying we need a complete paradigm shift on how we used to do things or how we are doing things right now. The gap that's between the decision makers and African citizenry needs to be cut short. I'm glad Dr. Mongela is here because she talks about technology. She talked about technology the other day, and she said her main worry was women are being left behind. So Dr. Mongela, looking at technology that we are purchasing from other continents, bringing them to Africa, and we are saying technology is going to help with job creation. In my opinion, getting this technology from other continents is quite counterproductive because we are creating jobs for other people somewhere outside our continent. And they make this technology for us to solve our problems. We bring them into Africa, and what is an African child supposed to do? Because already the technology has taken over their job. So knowing that this is a topic, a subject that's quite close to your heart, how can an African child, how can we function without any research and development desire in Africa to look at our own condition, our own weather, our own smart varieties, or to breed our own smart varieties to help in the African problem, to help in solving African problems. And how can us concentrating on the other technology from other countries, where we are creating generational wealth for other children, assist us in developing our own continent? If you could take over, Dr. Mongela, please, on the subject. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Mongela, on that. The message remains the same. It's about implementation. and the political or the group of leaders, because there still remains the gap. Again, the message was to revolutionize the African continent strategically. My next speaker is Dr. Shamiso Fred from Uganda. If you could help us, please, the topic.
That we need to develop entrepreneurship in all sectors. We need to boost agribusiness and food security. We need to have a sophisticated tools for agribusiness, especially for our youth. We need implementation and proper vision. We need to mitigate bureaucracies in Africa. We need to prioritize investment and research in Africa, and research African solutions to African problems. Build a coalition between private sector, academia, and government. We need to have a conference of government, academia, and private sector to review how we make use of research and commitments we made. And Africa must take responsibility for its own development. They should decide, adopt, and implement their own national policies. Let's give them again a round of applause.